Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate.
Namaskar, everyone. So, warm welcome to those of you who are joining online. Know that the powerful connection you have with me should keep you in my space. Doesn't matter that you are perhaps thousands of miles away. Doesn't matter really. Because in the inner space, in the quantum space, communication is instant. The moment I think something or you think something, it can arise in the consciousness. So I want you to know that. Although you are on my screen, we are very deeply connected. That's my reality. And I pray and hope that it's yours as well. A warm welcome to those of you who are in the hall. I see the hall is getting more and more. People, and I'm extremely happy about that. That's why I do this. Not just for the international, but for the local as well. These sessions, and I hope that you make them important to you, really teaches you how to use your subtle anatomy, because you're not just physical. You're driving a human body. In much the same way that a car, automobile, has a driver inside, so too you are the driver inside of this vehicle. And I hope that you can wake up to that awareness, because you will have the most remarkable experience of seeing through eyes, through their eyes, hearing through the ear, touching through the skin and the body, smelling through the nose apparatus. It's quite an incredible experience when you don't think that you are the human animal. So I bring that awareness to you every time I come and sit here. I bring that awareness to you every time. Do you know where my voice is coming from? Every chakra along the column. So when I'm speaking, every chakra is involved. And that's why you can be moved, because I'm speaking inside of your being as well. So there are no limits to the communication that you and I can have. And when there's silence in my speaking, I'm even more intimately connected with you. In speaking, I'm driving energy into the space. Virtual as well as here. Because even though you sit distant to me physically, I'm still communicating with you on the inside. Now, you need to understand, we need to understand, the power of the energies that we channel into the space, whether consciously or unconsciously. When you're angry with someone, you're channeling a very toxic energy, a very destructive energy. When you're aggressive, when you're unforgiving, when you harbor negative thoughts towards another, you're destroying yourself slowly, because your body cannot manage all of this negative energies. The body wasn't meant to have this kind of negative energy. It can tolerate a certain amount. So it has a tolerance level that it can come back. It has a buffer that can take up some of the energies. But beyond that, and if your buffer is small, then you're going to be devastated. What gets devastated? Your nervous system, your organs of operation, your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, your liver, your spleen, all get toxic, compromised. Is that how you want to live? And when you have a bout of adrenaline that pushes anger into the space, or otherwise, when the episode is finished, even if it's cleared, the body continues to carry the toxicity. So even though the quantum level of the mind and heart are now settled down, but what about the body, the human animal? It remembers, even when your mind forgets. So when you stress your body out, you need to be careful. You see when you put food in a microwave, what happens in a few seconds? It's microwaved. Same with these energies you produce in the inner space. If only you can feel the energy that you are pushing through the third eye, or the heart, or the throat. And you can really observe it and feel what it's doing to you, then you will appreciate what I'm saying. And conversely, if in these sessions you can hold your body cells, your body organs, in love, with an intimate connection of the body being precious to you. I love you, my body. I say it to you all the time. I love you, my every cell. You're so precious to me. That's the attitude. And not only that, the moment you hold your entire body in your awareness, when I'm sitting, no cell in my body gets left out. Right down to my toes, up in the head, the bone, the skin, the lungs, the liver, the spleen, everything gets into my thought space, into my awareness space. And I give them particular attention. Some may need more, and some may need less. But that is the beauty of really caring for your body and considering your body as being precious. Your body has an intelligence of its own. It knows how to fight disease. It has an immune system that we shouldn't compromise. That we shouldn't compromise. We should strengthen by eating the right foods, by sleeping the right amount, by not stressing the body unduly. These are the things that make the body thrive. So you can chant the Mahamrityunjaya, Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam, may your fragrance, your pranic fragrance, nourish me and help me to thrive. But if you don't do what is necessary to help your body to thrive, you can chant Mahamrityunjaya for as long as you wish. It's not going to work. It only works if you do the right things. So I chanted after the healing session, not before. So when you're properly aligned, we pray that this mantra will keep us in that continued blessing. Throughout my meditation with you, and I hold you in my space as I meditate. In the same way that a mother will hold a child in its arms, the same way I hold you in the arms of my heart as I meditate. None of you gets left out. Whether you believe it or not, because you are in my non-local space. My space is local and non-local. Local is when I focus on the body, non-local when I focus on you. And remember, breath is life. Don't play around with the breath unconsciously and not appreciating its worth. Every time you breathe, you have the opportunity to bring prana into the body, life force, and oxygen. And every time you breathe out, you can remove stale air from the lungs, spent air. And you can cleanse the lungs for another refill. And the pranic energies that you use, because the lungs operate through pranic energies. And when you begin to really appreciate that, you will begin to direct the prana. Now Kundalini, the evolutionary energies, is what is directing the prana when you can't, when you don't understand it. But you mess it up with your unconsciousness or your lack of awareness. I'm intensely aware of every breath and its energies. And every time I feel the body needs more oxygen, I surface through it. And I pull more air into the lungs. And when it needs more prana, I just come in Ujjayi, and I bring prana along the channel. If only you would have that awareness. So it's important in our session today to hold the entire body in your awareness. Hold the entire body in your awareness. That's a good practice. Just stay in complete body awareness. And stay with the naturality of the breath. Don't force the breath, but keep a gentle breath. Pushing the air out gently, pulling the air in. And use your lungs maximally. Open the lower lobes, open the middle lobes, fill the top lobes. That means open up the belly, lower the diaphragm, open up the rib cage, lift the shoulders back, and shoulders up. And when you're breathing out, you ensure that you empty all the lobes as well. Good practice for you. But I'm not here to teach you breathing exercises at this point. Perhaps later on, at some point. But I'm here to take you into the quantum space that you can use your mind and heart and meditative pranayama. To regenerate the energies in your body. Your body is an amazing creature of nature. Learn to appreciate it. Then let's go on the inside. Let's hold the mind. In stillness, don't waste thought. Don't allow yourself to think what you don't need in this moment. Just let go of the thoughts you don't need. And focus on the stillness of being. That's how you can welcome the divine in your inner space. Focus on the stillness of being. And use the breathing as I taught you. Full lung breathing. Relaxing every part of your body. Beginning from the face. And going down systematically down the body. Until you reach your feet and toes. And let the breath take you inside. The energetic breath. And begin to observe the chakras within you. The energy centers within you through which you can channel energies. The heart, the gut, the root and sacral, the throat. And don't go up to the crown unless you can keep the awareness of all the other chakras at the same time. Because going to the crown will move you away from the body. So stay in the external chakra of the brow, the Manas chakra. The brow in the external operation. Brow with alignment of the spinal column. or breath aligned to the spinal column. Okay, meet me in the inner space. Stay with me, I'm with you. I'm right with you. Let's make this journey within, where we can rejuvenate the body. Are you using the breath effectively? Have you spread your consciousness through the body? Are you using your heart, your love? Does it bring patience? Are you holding your body sense and caring and loving? Are you bringing more prana into the body through the breath? Can you feel your body sense? Can you feel the warmth, the response to you? Do you feel less stress in the body? Now here's the opportunity to do the things that you may have forgotten. For my gentle reminder. And slowly bring more oxygen into the body. That your senses may be energized and your awareness of the physical body and the surroundings becomes greater. And as you begin to generate more body awareness, and awareness of your surroundings, begin to take your mind outwardly, extending beyond the body, to the space, the immediate space that you're in, and fill it with the light of your love, the light of your peace, and deeper understanding of a higher self. Let my space be filled with light, with love, with the energies of kindness and lovingness. Let all the particles in my space vibrate with divine energies, sattvic energies. And extend that love to all the living things around you, knowing that they can respond to your thought energy, to your love energy, to your vitality. And if you have pets in your home or around, hold them in your love in this moment. Holding them in the energy of well-being. And if you have loved ones, send this energy to them. Hold them in the energy of love and goodness and well-being. May we all thrive in the light of divine consciousness. Hold your loved ones in that space. Do you feel the energy moving from the heart? Do you feel it extending through the palms, through the eyes, through the body? Do you feel that? Extend it to your community. Hold your community, which means all the living beings in the community. including what lives below the ground, above the ground. Let there be love, peace and harmony in every space. And extend to the suffering humanity, all those people across our world who are suffering from all kinds of challenges to well-being. Hold them in your loving being. May all be lifted in consciousness to recognize the divinity, the God within, and the God outside. May all be awakened to this. May all be bestowed the grace of having loving hearts, caring hearts, and may our world be more full of love, peace and harmony. Let that spread into every space. Maintain your highest awareness, the most divine awareness, and include your body as you channel. Every affirmation, every prayer is a way of channeling energies. I love you, my body. You're God's gift to me. I love you, my every cell. You're so precious to me. Bring more oxygen to the body, that the brain may function in a clearer way, that the gut may be more vital with pranic power, that your heart may be more filled with the feeling of goodness and compassion. And join me with me as we chant the Mahamrityunjaya mantra for the healing of our planet. Let the words of the mantra vibrate in your being, in your physical being, in your energetic being, in your mental being, emotional being, spiritual being. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhi Tamastu Ma Vidvisha Vahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And now I want you to chant the Om sound 3 times with me, because the Om is a very powerful sound. It is a matrix of all sounds. It has all sound power in it. The Ah of Om represent all guttural sounds. The O of Om, all palatal sounds, which you make with your tongue and your palate. And the all labial sounds from the lips. So Aum, 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 Aum. So chant with me. Let your whole body vibrate with it. And for those of you who can feel the chakras, let that voice come from the lowest chakra up and to the throat. So let's breathe out. You can breathe out through your mouth or through your nose. In through the mouth. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the meditation today. It's one of my favorite days. Actually, all of these sessions are favorites to me. But healing is especially so because of its purpose. Our planet needs a lot of this. And just to remind you that our world is not a kind world. When you think people are kind, it may not necessarily be so. Everybody's out to make something out of you, to get something out of you. Be careful. You have a lot of wolves in sheep clothing. So just be careful. Not every smile can mean a good heart. So be careful when you go to the grocery store and you begin to pull the things out of the shelves that say healthy. Read the fine print. Be careful of the taste buds when you begin to eat all these addictive foods with the extra salt, with the extra sugar, with the extra spices. Be careful, because you may overdo it. Be careful how you work and you don't want to stop. You think that everything should be done like yesterday. Be careful. You may overstress the body. Be careful when you get too excited with your emotions. Be careful. You may be overexcited. These are all stressors. And try to put yesterday behind you. It's gone. The only way you can change yesterday is if you bring the memory up and you upgrade the memory. If you didn't like what you did yesterday, bring the memory up, change the memory, upgrade it, put new intentions in there, and that's how you can use yesterday. The future is yet to be, but the present moment is the present you have, full of possibilities. So keep on using the present moment fully and masterfully. Now about our streaming schedule. Of course, this is the last one for the year, the meditation for well-being, because next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday would be our workshop. And the workshop is going to be closed to only the Zoom people. So if you want to register, you have to be on Zoom. And if you live in the country, you can come into the hall so I can have direct contact for you. I'm not going to be sitting up here on the stage. I'm going to be down there with you. I'm going to actually be interacting with you. So it's going to be different. So you will have a chance to talk with me, even those of you virtually, totally interactive, answering all your questions and taking you into various practices so that you can deepen your consciousness. I want your direct feedback. I want to answer your questions. I want to guide you. This is going to be one of my best workshops. Because there's so much I've learned over the years about how to work with this energy. Although I had this gift of energy from 1978, over the various periods of my life, I've learned in different ways how to use it for different purposes. And now it's a lot about well-being. For me, I need to keep my body youthful throughout its complete lifespan. And so every technique that I've learned how to do that, which employs all the yogic techniques, I'll share with you. And how to work with the karmic stage. So by today, you should see another email out. I went through it a little earlier on today, telling you about the workshops. And we want to provide healthy meals for those of you who are local. So please contact the office or reply to the emails. Let us know that you're coming, because we have to prepare for you. Don't just appear here. We have to be fully organized with our cafe. Our cafe will be providing the means for the retreat. And of course, you know what you get there. Everything that is healthy. Everything that I eat as well. So, the next 2 streaming programs, apart from the workshop, will be on Sunday, Christmas Day, Christmas morning. It's always a joyful morning. And New Year's Eve. It's a long time I haven't gotten involved in New Year's Eve satsang. So it may mean waking a little extra for those of you who may be far away. But if you sleep a little bit in the day, you have a chance to catch us as you begin the new year here. Of course, you would have begun the new year earlier on, those of you who are in the East. We look forward to your presence. I am looking forward to the rest of the year. So thank you so much for being part of this program today. It's my great joy to be with you, and those of you who are going to be with me in the workshop, I look forward to an exciting, interactive, and powerful workshop. It's going to be a culmination of all the things we have done during the year, all the practices that I touched upon. And I'm very excited about it. So I'll leave you with this today. The cafe is open to those of you who are here. They've prepared all the lovely things there. So those of you who would like to go across and enjoy the hospitality, please be welcome. And to those of you who are on the Zoom, have a good rest, everyone. And let's have an amazing rest of the year together. Namaskar, everyone.
Chidanandamurtaye Nishprapanchaya Shanta